I've been wanting to make a video like this for a long time. This is going to be raw, unscripted, from the heart, man. I want to tell you what you can do about your OCD. I've seen hundreds of people with OCD throughout my career, and I want you to know what works, what doesn't work, like just straight up. If you're someone that wants to kick your OCD to the curb and get your life back, man, let's go. If you're new to OCD, you might not know what to do. Treatment. There actually is treatment that works. Exposure and response prevention. Go look it up, or I've got tons of videos too of what to do. Essentially, your brain is throwing out false signals and it wants you to react to it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those false signals and we're gonna say, cool, let me go face it. Let me go risk that thing you told me is really important. And I'm gonna respond completely different about it. Let me tell you how much I don't care. So I have this in my online course, which you can go check out right now if you'd like, but I've got worksheets that help you say, hey, here are all the exposures I want to do. Here are all the fears that I have. Here are all the compulsions that I'm doing. Those are those things that you're doing to feel better. And then we take them one by one. I need to go touch a door handle. I need to go talk to this person. I need to go look at this image. I need to go just have this thought and smile. I need to write this story down and act like I don't care. And I need to make it really meaningful. So I'm exposing myself to something. And then my brain is learning from that experience the way I'm going to talk back to it. Do I love this feeling? Sure, maybe. Awesome, cool. Am I using a lot of maybe, maybe nots? Those are those magic words, man. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this is true, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm this way, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll get sick, maybe I won't. Maybe I'm in the wrong relationship, maybe not. Whatever the fear is, we're not figuring that out anymore. Here's the problem. Exposures are hard. So the brain is really good at saying, don't go do that. You tried it once and it was horrible. It's probably not the thing for you. Go try this like ketamine stuff over here. Go try this other treatment, or go do this. Because guess what? Those are easy. Those are easy, but the easy isn't always the best way. So what I would say, we want to try exposure first, and we want to do it really well. Like have someone that is going to walk you through it, know what to do. You do those exposures, I can almost bet you they're going to help in some way or another. Here's what I want you to know. Frequency matters. People do exposures, great, but they don't do it enough. Straight up, I'm just gonna tell you, they don't do it enough. This has got to be done daily, not minutes, but possibly hours. If you really thought about it, how much time are you obsessing about something or doing a compulsion? Count up all those minutes. Can we replace those minutes with exposures? I bet we could. I know people are busy. You got work, you got school, you got to take care of kids, you got whatever, but it will not get better unless we do it often. I like calendars. I'm gonna write out exposures I'm specifically going to do. 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, 1 o'clock. I'm going to go look at this picture and I'm going to sit there for 20 minutes if I have to until that anxiety goes down. I'm going to move on with my life. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go touch this thing every time that timer goes off. Here's my responses. Here's how I'm going to practice it. Here's all the compulsions I'm not going to do. Frequency matters. What do you think happens if I, go in my weight room and I grab a 20-pound dumbbell and I'm like, I'm done. Cool. I guess I'll do that in a few days. Is that what it sounds like? You know what? Better than nothing, I guess. But do you think I'm going to get where I want to be? Probably not. What if I took that 20-pound dumbbell and I did that 50 times a day? Even if it's not consecutively. And then, 30 minutes later, I'm going to go in. I bet you I'll get even better at that. So for those who just buckle down, man, I'm doing this thing. They get better. I'm doing this thing. I don't care. I'm risking it all. Scary. Try it. See what happens. It's hard to build some motivation with that. So find a support person that can help you with it. Whether it's a mom, it's a dad, it's a friend, it's a spouse, whoever. You got to tell them, this is what I'm doing. If I'm sitting on the couch playing video games, you hear my timer going off and I'm not standing up to go do my exposure, kick me. No, don't kick me. Tell me what to do. There is not a great time to do treatment. There's always an excuse. I got a job, I got kids, I got blah, 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 blah. Don't wait for the best time to do it. You're not going to feel it. You just got to do it. Another important thing, be aware of your compulsions. Stop holding on to those one or two that you're just unwilling to break, because you need to break them all. People do that. I'm doing so much better. I don't watch this thing anymore. I don't do this, or I don't think about this, try to figure this out anymore. But I'm never going to stop doing this compulsion. I'm never going to stop. This one's not so bad. I mean, he used to be really bad, but I only do this I only wash my hands 5 times now instead of 20. That's cool. I'll just do that. No, let's see if we can break all of them. We don't have to do it all right now, but I need to break all of them. Be honest with yourself about that. If you haven't already, write down all those compulsions you do. I'm asking for reassurance. I'm just sitting there ruminating about it, thinking, problem solving. I'm going to forums every day, figure this stuff out. I'm checking, I'm tapping, I'm praying. routine. No, let's break it. It's gonna feel awful, but let's do it. Going back to the support person, man, people don't want it, but you need it. You need it, just like anything else. It's like going to the gym. If you have somebody next to you, picks you up, you're going to the gym, you're working out together, maybe you're doing the same routine, you're gonna do better than if you were just like, oh, 6 a.m. Nah, I'll just go back to sleep. Find a support person. It might feel annoying, I know, but they can help. They probably would love to help. They want you to get better. Here's the thing about medications. Always talk to your prescriber before taking anything, of course. Let me tell you something. It's life-changing. That's it. I'm done. Life-changing. It's done. Everyone fights it for the most part. It's life-changing. I can't even tell you how many times I've heard somebody say, I started medication. I'm just like I'm feeling way better. Like my obsessions went from like all day to just like barely any, or I'm not doing as many compulsions, or I'm not doing any at all. Like, of course, there's the outliers of like, oh yeah, side effects. I had this and I had that, but you never know until you do it. Especially when they're doing a lot of obsessions, or they have a lot of obsessions. They're doing a lot of compulsions. Like, should I take medication? Yeah, but I don't want to scream at them like, yeah, because I want them to make their own decision. But in my brain, I'm like, yeah, go, because I know it's going to make people feel better. It's just how it is. But I think it's having a good, realistic expectation of what it might be. Because a lot of people say, I did it, it never worked for me. It's not an all or nothing thing. You got to take the medication, you got to do the treatment. Boom, boom. Together. Got to do it together. Like I said, I'm just telling you straight up. This is what I know works. If you're not sure what to take, there's usually people take an SSRI, and the medication often has to be higher than what you think it might need to be. There are target doses for specifically OCD. A lot of doctors actually don't know that. This seems weird, but until it even touches the OCD part, sometimes people don't even get there, and then they leave knowing like, oh, medication never worked for me. Here's an important one. See a therapist if you can. And I know that's not an option for everyone. I go to iocdf.org. No, this is not sponsored. That is where you want to find a good, real specialist. That's not an option for you. That is exactly why I created my online course. It literally is step-by-step what I would teach in my own office if you were going to come see me. You got those worksheets, you got the videos, you got the action plan. Go check that out if you need to. After treatment, you got to maintain the progress that you've made. You don't just do it and be done. I'm using the gym example a lot, but I'm not going to get really strong and be like, I'm done. Never got to go back. I'm going to maintain these muscles. Yeah. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Got to do it often. Can I do something every day that reminds myself that this used to be hard for me? Whether it's touching something, looking at an image, doing a certain behavior, saying a certain word, something that just says, nah, not anymore. This used to be a problem, no longer a problem. That's what maintenance is. But I'm doing it every day. For instance, if blood was my thing and I was really worried about blood and I don't worry about it anymore, maybe every day I'm going to be like blood. I'm going to do that every day. Just because, look at that, took 5 seconds, reminds myself, or I'm going to touch red dots that I see throughout the day just because I can, be like, ooh, blood, awesome, I love this. Remind myself that this thing doesn't matter anymore. Here's the cool part, live life. If you're not sure what to do with treatment, live life. Even if you don't feel like it, live it, go do it. Don't do the compulsions along with it. That often is treatment. Let me just go do the things I want to do. I hope I didn't come off as too direct, but I want you to feel better. You have so much potential and joy to bring to others. Stop messing around with the slow stuff. Hit it fast. Stay committed. I know without a shadow of a doubt that people get better and they live the life they want to live. It literally is now your turn. Check out the course if you haven't already, and go watch the video on the screen. If you want to know more about OCD and all the little treatments and all that, this is the place. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. But possibly hours. At the beginning. Why did my light just turn off?